So Nick Riordan brought this deck to the PPG tournament, what was it, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I talked about this last week, and I was like, this deck is just the literal kitchen sink. You've put all of these one-card engines together underneath the same deck, and you're finding success with it. Alright, now remember that this was underneath the last list. Nothing has changed here, by the way. Alright, I do want to stress that enough. You're still getting access to the exact same card pool that you had. Changes on the list, sure, but nothing has changed except for maybe you don't have to play the token collectors anymore in the side deck. So, what is a kitchen sink deck? It's basically, we've put all of these engines together. It looks like a monstrosity that you would see on tabletop in somebody's house, and we just go smash it across people's heads to find success with it, and it works. All right, like I said, I crap you not. This monstrosity is able to function because of the one-card engines that you see. So we have one copy of Ecclesia, one copy of Fleur-de-Lis, and one copy of Maximus. Maximus gives us access to our extra deck options. Fleur-de-Lis gives us the negate that we so desperately want, and Miss Ecclesia here acts as a extender for the deck, or a tutorable option to make sure that we can get to the cards that we need to interrupt the opponent. Pretty straightforward, alright? Now, this is where I've known about people teching Har in some older rogue decks, but to see it coming up as basically a 4-card engine is pretty hilarious. So you can only control one Har, Generator, Boss of Storms. That's it, alright? Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from their deck to his or her hand, except during draw phase, quick effect, you can make your opponent send one monster from their hand or field to the graveyard. And then when a card effect is activated, quick effect, contribute 2 Generator cards, which will be your tokens, and or spellcaster monsters. I mean, I guess this comes up because of these. To negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So basically, you get to send something from your opponent's hand, build in on another spinning axis on what? A 4-card tech engine in your deck. 5 because of terraforming. Think about that. That's pretty cute. Alright, now, we have more of our staple stuff here. Triple copies of the Space Rock. Hey, you can't call by the grave it, even though called by the grave's at 1. Easy. And then, of course, the best hand trap presentable in today's format. Do not underestimate what this card will do to you, because you'll be crying in a body bag as you're walking away after Gamma resolves on you, and you're like, oh, stingy. It's actually broken. Now, we are playing the one copy of the Red Eyes Wyvern. So, once per turn, during your end phase, you can banish this card from a graveyard, target a Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You cannot normal summon or set during the turn you activate this effect. So basically, the cute little shenanigans with this is you combo this with the Red Eyes Insight, because Red Eyes Insight says that you have to send a Red Eyes from your hand or deck to the graveyard to add that Red Eyes spell or trap card. We have not seen this engine really seeing play all that much. Most people cut it because it's just easier to Verte Anaconda it. We didn't get to abuse things like they were with Subterror. Like, the OCG was really going deep in depth with that. But we kind of skipped that arc. So, surprising enough, though, the interaction with this is it just gets you to the Red Ice Fusion to blow your opponent out. Now, we do play a relatively small Subterror package. We play 2 Fiendus, 2 Guru, and the 1 Nemesis Archer. So, more hand trap negate, flippy get to hand trappy, and then we have Nemesis Archer to ensure that, hey, we can get back to our hand trap engine. Do not underestimate the ability of what this engine brings to the table, alright? If you end up losing to this, well, what can you do? So we are playing 56 cards, so we do get away with more bricks, alright? Now, in regards to bricks, we have the 1 Dark Magician, the 1 Side-Frame Driver, and the 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Basically, in the grand scheme of things, these 3 cards will be helping you get to these broken-esque effects that will push you into winning the game in the right direction. Do not underestimate the power of a good brick in your deck, because these things, while they do look mighty intimidating for being vanillas, they do assist you in the most broken combos possible. Now, we are playing triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, but of course you want to maximize on outing your opponent's Dragoons, making sure that you can stick your ridiculous power cards on the field, and watch your opponent just lose the game because you opened up one of the most powerful cards in your deck. We have triple copies of the boss stage, like I said, in our 4-card combo involving, or 5-card combo involving this. You want to make sure that you see this, you get to this, set up your negates depending on how your field is shaping up, and then just get 2 rips off of this, a negate and a rip from the opponent's hand. So good. We have 1 Mystic Mine. When all things go south, it's okay, because Mystic Mine is here to make the day go better. Alright, do not underestimate a good stall tactic either. Triple copies of Nidir Servant, basically in combination with our engine up here, gives us the ability to go, hey, that's a really nice field you got there. Let me throw some stuff at you and capitalize on my Dogmatika engine. Ah, yes. It wouldn't be complete without the other half of the kitchen sink. We have 1 copy of Numeron Calling and triple copies of Numeron Network. So we can go Numeron Network, set up for the crazy Zexal play, and then we can go, alright, activate boss stage, change things out, and then we can hit our opponent where it really hurts with the Har. Alright, so you get basically free infinite negates, a 3k body on the field, and then next turn you just have to put something else on the field and you win the game, right? Like, that's how that functionally works in terms of generating advantage. But I find that that's really cute. And the sad part is, you can consecutively do stupid card combos like this. A Red Eyes package is triple copies of the Red Eyes Fusion, triple copies of the Red Eyes Insight. Same thing as per standard here. You're going to be basically capitalizing on using this to make Dragoon of the Red a secondary boss monster, depending on the situation. And it's not like you can't slam 2 things together to make Verte Anaconda drop at the end of your combo and end up on this really powerful boss monster. Since we are taking advantage of our field spells, we do have to play 1 set rotation with 1 terraforming. This will give us access to pulling out whichever field spell that we need based on the matchup, depending on how our opening hand is going, and so forth. And of course, we're 10 field spells the deck, so we also have the Hidden City to fuel our mini Subterror engine to get us to the further negates that we want to see. Pretty easy and straightforward. Anybody can do it. Triple TTT, Triple Tactics Talent. Honestly, this card is absurd. Like, there's nothing else you need to see. Your opponent hand traps one of your engines. You do this. You can draw 2 cards, try to get into something else. You take your opponent's monster to make your Verte Anaconda so that you can combo up on your opponent. Or you can just hand rip away from your opponent, depending on how it's going. Like, that's how your deck works. 2 copies of Punishment. Hey, dropping an int test, also backed up with some of this stuff, is really good. Triple copies of Infinite Permanence. Additional hand trap negates. Triple copies of Solemn Judgment. Nothing else to say about this. More negates presented onto the opponent to put yourself in a much better winning position. Yes, sign me up. And then we have 1 copy of the Final Battle. Other searchability for Subterror to fuel into the constant changing of effects, or rotating, searching for more hand traps. This card's cute. Alright. Whew. Extra deck down here for our kitchen sink. We have the 1 Verte Anaconda because we want to make sure that we can roll our face across the keyboard towards our opponent. Super easy. 1 copy of Megaclops in case we need it for, we lose our Zexal for some reason. A generic board wipe. Our entire Numeron engine outside of that. 1 Omega for hand looping options. Also just to have a good thing on the field. Titanclad for searching for this stuff. 1 copy of Mr. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. 1 copy of Chimeraphagia. So this is the one that will actually let us add a polymerization or fusion spell card from our deck to our hand after this card was sent to the graveyard. So, hey, free tutoring, right? 1 copy of Fossil Warrior Skull Knight, and 2 copies of Anittes for popping. Side deck up here, we have triple copies of the Token Collector Man, 1 copy of Apocalone, 1 copy of Wenda, triple copies of the Cosmic Cyclone, triple copies of the Dark Ruler No More, triple copies of Lightning Storm, and 1 copy of Shaddoll Schism, wrapping up, really, probably, like I said, one of the coolest kitchen sink decks I've seen in this game's history. So, what do you guys think about all the engines and things that are able to be played in this deck? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and well guys, I'm out. See you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.